Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, a lot of your videos teach game from a very skilled mindset, but sometimes it's hard for me to follow your advice because you make some of it sound easier than it really is. For example, as a college-educated single male, education is all about trying to understand how life works and how to make things better and never giving up on solving problems. So if I have a calculus or algebra or trigonometry problem, there's no such thing as moving on because it can all be understood if I try hard enough. So having that kind of tenacious mindset, it's depressing to let go and move on when a girl is being standoffish. Because I unconsciously process the whole interaction like a math problem. Even if calculus is loaded with complicated symbols, if you approach the math problem in a methodical manner, there is no problem that can be solved. Clearly, there's a difference between women and math because not every woman is going to give you play, whereas every problem in math is solvable. But despite the never give up attitude, sometimes you have no choice. And so I've been forced to move on many times, but what hurts is when I move on because she wants me to, but when I try to replace her, the new woman don't make it any easier. Like imagine getting fired and trying to find a new job. You're back to square one all over again. Got to go through the same awkward job interview process all over again and search and search and search. I went to a computer conference the other day and there was a concert in the lower lobby. I met a really attractive lady and we both had a great time dancing close to each other. I figured I didn't need to ask her for her number because she was with some dude who I'm acquainted with. So on my way home, I texted him on Messenger asking him if she was his chick. He said, nah. Then I asked him to hook me up and he seemed annoyed with me. When I saw them the next day, it seemed like they were trying to lay low. I couldn't understand why she seemed so friendly at the concert, but after I spilled the beans that I liked her, she got somehow offended. It's situations like this that make me not want to try anymore. The game is so heartless. Like, even if she's not feeling me, why treat me like a criminal just for politely hollering at you? Would it have been better had I never even tried in the first place? All right, so what I'm seeing here is this, I get emails like this a lot where you have guys who are smart, who seem really intelligent and think very logically, because even, what you're saying here, you're talking about trying to, talk about like things in a metaphor of like solving problems and how you do it in math and how you do it with these types of things. And, you said that you were at a computer conference. So you seem like the type of guy who's very book smart, intelligent. You look at things as I'm trying to solve these problems. Right. And so the thing is, when you're dealing with women, right, a lot of smart guys have this issue where they're trying to come at dealing with women in this logical type of sense. Like the same way you would try to solve that math problem, you're trying to figure out women, and it just doesn't work that way because you're trying to understand attraction through logic. You understand? And attraction isn't logical. You understand? See, you were saying that, in your email, you said, so I kind of have this tenacious mindset. It's depressing to let go and move on because when a girl is being standoffish, and you said, because I unconsciously process the whole interaction like a math problem. So you're basically saying that, you're trying to solve the problem of women sort of being standoffish or sort of not wanting to get with you. You're trying to solve that problem so that you can get with them. Right. And it was funny because I actually had a comment the other day on my page where this guy, he was talking about, but, I don't understand what's wrong with you dating coaches because, you keep saying go for the girls who's cooperating, but we're trying to get to the other girls who's not cooperating. We want them to like us. We want you to teach us how to get the girls that's saying no to say yes. Right. And so what you have to understand is that the girls who are saying no to you or the girls who aren't cooperating with you, you have to understand that that's actually not a problem. You see what I'm saying? That's not a problem where where it needs to be solved. Like, nothing has to be solved. Like, that is what it is, and it's supposed to be that way. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem with a lot of dudes out here, is that you're trying to, figure shit out when it comes to women. Like, women are like some type of machines or robots that you can, tweak and, do this little code or cheat code, and then you're going to be able to make them just do what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. See, when it comes to game, right, it's about you understanding what you need to do to get women in general. You understand what I'm saying? So this means that you might not necessarily get that particular chick that's in front of you, but you know how to get women, period. So even though you won't get her, you might get the girl next to her. You see what I'm saying? And so guys are so focused on, I got to get this girl, I got to get this girl, I got to get this girl. And it's like, you may not get her. Why? Because she may not be into you. She might have a boyfriend she actually loves and isn't going to cheat on. You understand? You may not be her type. Whatever the hell it is, she's not going to want to fuck with you. So there are times where you're not going to get her. Now, again, there are times where there are girls who are in the middle, meaning that they have a somewhat of an attraction for you, but they're not all the way there. They're not all the way sold. So that type of girl, you could seduce and get her. But again, there are going to be girls who you can't seduce. They're going to be girls you can't get with because they're not feeling you, period. So you don't have to solve anything. It's supposed to be, it's like this. Think about it this way. Let's say, let's give you a name, because I'm not going to say your real name in this email, but let's say your name is Brian, right? Now, you, Brian, are a straight guy. You like to fuck women, right? Now, let's say I have a gay friend named Charles. Now, Charles is telling me, hey, that guy Brian, he's really cute. But every time I try to go and talk to Brian, he's not trying to give me no dick. He's not giving me no cooperation. So, Mr. Locario, can you tell me how to solve this problem with Brian so that he could give me some dick? Pause. This is what you guys are asking me to do. This is how ridiculous it sounds. So do you guys think, as a straight guy, that there's a gay dude out there that can solve the problem of you not wanting to fuck with him? Or is it that he just can't get with you because you ain't into dudes? You see what I'm saying? Because you're not into him, it ain't gonna happen. It's the same thing when you're dealing with certain chicks. Certain chicks are just not into you. Period. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that it's not this problem you have to solve. The problem you have to solve is you actually being comfortable enough to talk to women in general so you can find the ones who cooperate with you. That's what it is, right? Now, as far as, the situation where you're talking about how you went to that computer conference, you was dancing with the chick, everything seemed cool, and then you said that, you didn't get her information because she was acquainted with some dude that you knew or something like that. And then you texted him and asked him if the chick was with him. He said no. And then you asked him to hook you up with her, and he sounded annoyed and shit like that. And you saying that the next day they came through and, was trying to be on the low and sort of seemed standoffish or whatever, right? So now, There's a lot of things that could have happened in this situation. And what I want to say before I even talk about that is this. Is that as smart as you are, and I talked about this on my Bad Boy show the other day, where I had a video called, or audio called, Education versus Game or whatever. And I was basically saying that, what I'm about to say is, as smart as you are, you're smart in book smarts, math, understanding certain things like that, but you still have to be educated on dealing with women. And this is why I make these videos. This is why I tell you guys to join the Bad Boy membership, because there's a lot of things that your logical male mind won't understand until you understand what it is to be dealing with women in these situations. You understand? Because you're thinking about it in this, like, in this logical, like, man way, but you're not thinking about how women operate, how women react based off of how they feel. So there's a lot of things that could have happened in this situation where you're talking about how, this shit with this chick, and he was trying to make something happen, and they were, him and her was trying to lay low or acting funny style, right? Now, one of the things that could have happened was the guy that is acquainted with her, who's not with her, right? Who's not her man or whatever. He could be some dude who's in the friend zone with her, which is why he probably got annoyed when you asked him to hook her up with you. You understand what I'm saying? That could be one thing. Now, what happens is sometimes is that women will have guys in the friend zone. And a lot of times when guys are in the friend zone with women, even though women like to keep guys in the friend zone because of the attention that the guy will give her, the drawback to that also is when another dude comes into the picture that she may potentially be interested in, the friend zone guy a lot of times might start catching an attitude, start getting all pissy and bitching and moaning about the situation. And a lot of times it comes through passive aggressively. You understand? And then so that passive aggressive, bitching and moaning from the friend zone guy gets the girl irritated. So what could have happened is when you hollered at him to holler at her, he could have brought it up like, oh, who's this guy and why he trying to blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, oh, I don't know. But, so it's this back and forth bullshit. And so now she's feeling in a certain type of mood because of all of that fucking, needy energy the friend zone guy is giving her. You see what I'm saying? Another reason could be is let's say, for example, he's, just her friend or whatever. He's just cool with her. And he told her, hey, that guy you was dancing with wanted me to let you know that he's feeling you, right? Now, let's say he wasn't bitching and moaning. He just passed along the message. What happens is sometimes a woman, she may be attracted to you, and there are things that you do that make her a little bit less attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, or even things that she might hear about you or whatever. It's kind of like this. Let's say you see a really hot chick that you think is a 10 or whatever, right? But then I tell you, oh, by the way, that chick got 4 kids and she got herpes. Now, she may still look good, but your attraction level for her went down just a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Based off of what you heard, right? So this also happens with women where she could have been into you, and based off the fact that the guy that she's chilling with told her that you hit him up to holler at her, that made her a little bit less attracted to you. Why? Because what she could be thinking is, why didn't this guy come and holler at me himself? Why did he have to tell this dude to come tell me? You see what I'm saying? But see, this is the type of stuff that I tell you guys you have to learn and understand. This is the type of stuff you're not going to really understand when it comes to attraction dealing with women. Because you might say, oh, well, I wouldn't care if one of my friends told me that some girl that I was chilling with earlier wanted to get with me. I'll just get with her. But you got to understand that women don't think the same way that we do all the time. There's certain actions and things that you do that make a woman see you a certain way. And then when they see you a certain way, that basically, dictates their level of attractiveness to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like this little shit, like even for example, if you chilling with a girl or even a girl who's your girlfriend or whatever, and she tells you to hold her purse, nigga, don't do it. Because as soon as you hold that purse, her attraction level goes down for you. I'll have to do a whole nother video on that shit. But this, I'm just saying to point out little things that certain guys don't know when it comes to dealing with women. And again, you might be smart in all these other areas of your life and areas that you are dealing with, but when it comes to dating women, attracting women, understanding women, when it comes to this game, it's a whole nother thing that you got to understand. You see what I'm saying? So you can't compare it all the time just to solving math problems and being logical about this, because you're dealing with an emotional creature. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I always laugh when dudes is like, oh my God, it's only about looks and it's all just about looks. And I'm just like, y'all motherfuckers don't get it. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just want you to understand that you got to get more well-versed in the game. You see what I mean? Because it was funny, because I actually saw a video the other day, and some dude was talking about how, you shouldn't listen to dating coaches because, it's all a bunch of bullshit, because, all you got to do if you want a girl is just go up and talk to her, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? And everything's going to fall into place. And what I find funny is he's like, don't listen to dating coaches, but he's also giving advice. So I'm like, okay, should we not listen to you too? Because you're giving advice, you're giving coaching advice. So should we, but that's neither here nor there. But what people don't understand is that there are little things about the game that you may not know that make a world of difference if you know it. You understand? So based off of how you come at the game, you could benefit by understanding a few little things that will turn your game around and make it, more beneficial to you. Because what sucks is you may be doing something over and over and over again that's a mistake. And if you tweaked it, then you would actually be getting better results. It's kind of like if somebody's on a basketball court and they dribble in and they doing all this, they trying to make the shot, and the shot they're holding the ball, they're throwing the ball into the hoop, whatever. But for some reason, 9 out of the 10 shots ain't going in. And then somebody who's a coach says, "Oh well, let me see your form. Let me see what you're doing." And then he says, "Oh, you know what? You're not flicking your wrist right. Just turn your wrist this way, and then aim and flick it, and then you'll get more in." So now by doing that little fucking thing, right, that improved your game probably 70-80%. But see, you didn't understand that you needed that little thing. You see what I'm saying? And this is why it's important for you to understand the game. This is why I fucking talk about this over and over again until I'm blue in the face. You guys got to study this shit. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.